Hey, what's up YouTube? Scotty Tradition back with another video. It's Friday. Got a couple things I want to share with you here. One is a card that was sent to me by a fellow Packers registry set collector, and the rest are a few more patch cards that I picked up. So Dave Archer, if you're watching, you're gonna possibly enjoy these patches, and they're not the kind of patches that you would think that I would be getting, for obvious reasons. So we'll start out with the card I got in from my buddy Trav. So check that out. This is 83 Packers Police Greg Koch in Gem Mint 10. I think the pop on this is only 3. I had it in a 9. Trav had sent in a submission with a couple cards for the Packers registry set, and he ended up pulling a 10 on this card. This is a tough card to find. Obviously, there's not a lot graded out there, so if you're going to actually get one graded, you need to pretty much buy the whole 83 Packers Police set, which is kind of a tough buy. They can go anywhere from $40 to $80 for the set, because it is the inaugural set. Also my birth year, 1983, but it's the first set of Packers Police cards, so it's a tough set to find. And usually to get this card, you need to buy the whole set. You can't. There's not just like singles of Greg Koch sitting around anywhere, so it's a tough little card to get. I had a 9. I didn't really feel like buying a whole nother set to try for the 10, but Trav, luckily enough, pulled a 10 on it, and just because he's a cool dude, we've helped each other out a lot throughout the whole registry process. I think he's only got 2 cards left, and then he'll have a complete set, and it's 101 cards, the Packers Team Hall of Fame set. The only cards he needs yet are the 35 Chickle cards, the Clark Hinkle and the Chester Sweet Johnston short print. So he's getting close. But he knew that I'd have a very tough time finding a 10, and so he sent it my way, and I sent him my 9. No money was exchanged. It was just kind of a gentleman's, like, here you go, this is for your set, and I really appreciate it. Trav, not sure if he'll watch this video, but really a great group of guys in the Packers registry set that help each other out. And it good karma kind of comes back to you, I guess, when you do that kind of stuff. So super happy to find that card. So with the addition to this 10, I now have, I want to say, from 2006, that's the most recent card in the set. I think that's a Nick Collins rookie card. All the way back to 1981, I believe. I have every card in the highest grade that I can find it in. So pretty cool there. This was always going to be a really tough card for me to find because they just don't exist out there. And then let's talk about a couple patch cards I got in. So if you remember one of my last videos, I had a few patch cards of, I think I had like a Brett Favre MVP patch. They're all from 2006 National Treasures. I believe that was National Treasures' first year for football. And some of the patches are just amazing. And so, not from the same seller, but I did find a couple cards that a different seller had. And believe it or not, being the Packers fan that I am, these are all Bears patches. So if you're a Packers fan, you're watching this, shield your eyes. But, I really appreciate the history of the NFL, and especially the Packers and Bears. I mean, they've both been there since the 1921 in the NFL, so they've been, synonymous, and it's no consequence that they're leading off on a Thursday night game to open up the NFL season this year, Packers and Bears, celebrating the NFL's 100th year. So let's start out with this one here. Mr. Gale Sayers. Check out that NFL patch. All triple prime jerseys. He was an All-Pro in 1965. So cool. What a great card. This one only numbered out of 10. Numbered 6 to 10. All game used. And just look at that. Look at those colors on that patch. Just amazing. Gale Sayers. And that's not all. Look at that patch. An NFC All-Pro. 1972. Dick Butkus. Look at those patches and the color, and they're just awesome. Great linebacker for the Bears. And this one's numbered only 2 out of 5. And of course I have them in the Pro Mold holders. Just beautiful. I think that one's got a little bit of a some gunk on there, or a scratch. But yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful pickup. And I picked these all from the same seller, so I gave an offer for all 3 of them. And here's the last one. I think everybody's heard of this guy, Sweetness, Walter Payton, triple prime jersey, Hall of Famer in 1993, all game worn. And this one's only numbered out of 15, so some real low numbered stuff from National Treasures here. Super happy to make the deal for those 3. Just a sucker for these patch cards. Like, you just don't find them come up that much. So I really think there's going to be a premium on game use type stuff in the future as you go along. Because when you look back at some of the greats of the game, like, they only had so much game use material, especially the older guys. Like, they reused and reused and reused jerseys and fixed patches and tears and patched them back up. So I think there's going to be a premium on a lot of the older game use stuff as far as patches go for cards in the future. Now, a lot of the player worn stuff and event worn stuff, which I think is kind of a joke. I get it for rookie cards because they don't have a lot of game use stuff or any game use stuff as the cards are produced. I understand that. But like, when you start throwing in like player use stuff of like, players that have been in the league for 5 to 10 years, it just doesn't make sense. It's just like manufacturing a rarity. It's not real. I can't stand it. So, but this game use stuff, when these elite products first started to come out of the market, like in 2006, National Treasures, I just cannot get enough of them. They're just amazing cards and just really well done, I think. So, thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys all have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon.